All right, I'm going to try to predict the Kings at the Oilers tonight, November 16th, 2022. Puck drop should be around, I'm told, tonight 8:20 and usually 8:12, and that's going to change things a little bit on my prediction, but I'll just give you both sides of the coin that I'm thinking here tonight. So first of all, if you like what I do, please sub my channel, and also if you like what I do, you can support me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/plaindecoded, and you can either support me or support me and get into my Discord. I have 3 tiers there, and appreciate everyone who is doing that. It's so awesome. So let's just get into the game. So the first house is going to be the favorite. The Oilers are -140 favorites, and it's got Cancer in it, ruled by the moon, and the moon is in Virgo, ruled by Mercury. So the moon can't be used as a lord. So Lord 1 is going to be Mercury, the dispositor of the moon, and then Lord 10 is going to be um, Jupiter, because Pisces is in the 10th house and it's ruled by Jupiter. And then Lord 7 for the dog is going to be uh, it's got Capricorn in the 7th house, and that's ruled by Saturn. And then the 4th house has Mercury in it, but it's going to be as Lord 1 tonight. And because Cancer is rising and Mercury is also like playing two dual roles, everything's kind of confusing. But because of like how it's all set up, I think that my prediction should be pretty good, um, just based on how it all is going. Okay, so I'll go over to my notes here. So Okay, so yeah, start time is usually at 12 after, but it's going to be at 20 after, they said today. So if it's at around 17 minutes after the hour, it's going to be locked for the Oilers. Anytime before 17 minutes is locked for the Oilers. Anytime after that, I'm still pretty sure it's going to be Oilers, um, because the favorites will win if there is no evidence to the contrary. So all the evidence I have is all pointing in favor of the Oilers before 17 minutes after the hour. And after that, it's all not pointing in any direction. So the favorites will win if there's no evidence to the contrary. But let's see what time they drop the puck at. If it's at 17 minutes after the hour, then it's going to be locked for the Oilers, I think. And they should. I have a feeling they're going to score first. Um, but I'm not too set on that. But I think that will be the case. And so the double check mark ones are times I really like for scores. So I went through this one and I've been tracking the scores and seeing how they're happening. And it's been pretty interesting. It's usually just the planets are on the cusps, and that's when a score happens. Okay, so the moon is applying to conjunct the Antitia, the part of fortune. So that's the time I like at 17 after it perfects. But because the puck's probably going to be dropped after that, it's going to be separating at that point. But it's still like technically conjunct. It's separating, but I think it'll be strong still. But because it's separating, it's not as strong as it would be if it's applying. So look to see what time the puck actually drops at. Um, so here it is at 20 after, and because all the lords aren't doing anything like too particular at 20 after, like here's 20 after, like Jupiter is close to its own cusp, but not very close. That's like something. Pluto is close to the seventh cusp. That's detrimental a little bit, and then Neptune is like not really like strong in any way, but it might help the dog. But so the favorite should win regardless. And then so here's the times, the possible scoring times. So um, at the at 8:30 p.m. local, the moon is trying the point of fortune. Let's see if that scores. I'm not going to say like I like that, but it's good. It's a good one. The Pluto is Costa DSC at 8:38. That's destructive toward whoever. Like it sometimes it doesn't switch. So the ways you can bet these is when there's 10-minute increments. Go into your live bets and look for periods, and then it should say something like 10-minute increments. And then you can do a team, or you can do double chance, where you take either team to score at in between the 10 minutes. So you can do like say, so I really like here at 8:44 to 8:48, closer to the 8:48 side, I'd say that the Oilers score. So that's for the favorite. So that's because at 8:48, I'll show you if it wants to load. Load it up. 8:48. Let's go to 8:48. All right. See, we got Jupiter right on the cusp. That means it's controlling the house. So that's why I like the Oilers to score there. It's getting toward the end of the period. I think it could still be in play, but it can also happen before the cusp too. I've seen it happen before the cusp. So just around that cusp. That's why I got that time difference. And then I really like this time. This should follow right in the second period. Is at 9:30. The Antish of the Part of Fortune conjuncts the North Node. That should be a scoring play for the Oilers. And then at the end of the game, the APOF is cusp the ASC at 10:04. So that looks good for the Oilers. So it looks like the Oilers should get a lot of scores here, like maybe 3 goals at least, and probably one for the dog if it goes the way I'm thinking. So it's like 3-1. Maybe maybe it can go to like 3-2. But yeah, I like those times. So you can look at these and follow along. And I like the Oilers to win on money line. And I want to get this up before, but I've been so busy all day today. So it's 5:30 here, and it starts at 8, so it's a little bit before. So hopefully you catch this video. Hopefully it comes through. I've been practicing in my Discord. I've been practicing my astrology, tuning things up a little bit differently, doing things a little bit differently, studying my astrology more. And yesterday I called in my Discord. I called the Sharks to win, and I called Tampa Bay Lightning to win just purely off astrology. This isn't too isolated of a game technically because they also share the same ascendant, all the other games. But it is like going to be like going on mostly. It's so far away from the other games, and it starts at a way different time. So I'll consider it mostly isolated. But isolated games are the best ones when things follow the best in line. And I think the Oilers should get through here. If they don't come through, then it's just because I imagine it's because Cancer is rising and the dual roles of Mercury and the fact that other games are going on. No excuses if they fall. I shouldn't make a video if I think it's going to fall, but I think I like this. I think they dropped the puck at a reasonable time. So, and also even if that the Oilers don't win, these plays should come through. Like you should see a score some of these times here. So just take a screenshot of those and you can see. All right, thanks for watching and have a great night.